So, you've given a lot of time to let these Switch feelings sink in.
Why don't we get a discussion going? Good and bad.
Yeah.
Good and bad.
Good bet.
A little bit of balance.
Ah.
Hello and welcome back to Pixel Talk. Thank you for coming again to chat with us. Your double experience buff starts now.
Alright, here we go. We're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch again today.
Yeah, we made a video a couple weeks ago on it. You know, when we made that, we recorded that literally right after the Switch presentation.
Yeah,
so
like, when we say, like, right after, we mean, like, it was 10 minutes after the presentation had ended. So we didn't give it any time to sink in at all. We just kind of, like, went and recorded as soon as it was done.
Like, a minute, we were, like, a little overexcited. We were, like, still riding the hype. Like, emotions were running. Mm-hmm. We were like, oh, there's just so much to process. We're just gonna, like...
Like, we had just seen the Zelda trailer.
Like, that's...
We had just seen it.
Like, not even 10 minutes ago. Not even 10 minutes before that.
And now it's been, like, what, 3 weeks? 2 weeks? I don't know how long.
Something like that.
But, now that we've given it time to sink in, like, we're still on that hype train, but, like, we put on our glasses again so we can see things clearly. My glasses. We're going to talk about what we're looking forward to and what we're kind of nervous about for the Switch. Sort of like a more, like a look at the Switch with a little bit more hindsight.
Yeah, with a little bit more perspective.
Mm-hmm. And, like, just what we want to see for it.
Yeah, so
There's a lot we want to see, that's for sure.
So let's just start off with, like, you know, let's start with, like, a kind of a wish list.
Okay, so wish list.
What we want from the Switch.
What games do I want on the Switch?
Like, this is our hypothetical list of stuff that, you know, isn't really, it's not announced yet, so...
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Of course.
A new Final Fantasy Tactics game on the Switch. That'd be very good. I would love that.
You know, I can that'd be awesome, especially, like, since strategy games have kind of been... You know, kind of on the back burner of a lot of, like,
Fire
mainstream
Emblem is
games.
monopolizing it right now.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. And Fire Emblem needs some competition. So we're gonna make a new Final Fantasy. I'm not gonna make it, but
even though, like,
I'm hoping they'll make it.
What's that, Octopath Traveler? That looks cool. I don't know what they're going for there.
That's not made by the Tactics team. The problem is, so much of the Tactics team is working on Final Fantasy 14. Because Tactics and 12 share the team, and they also work on 14. So it's like, I don't know how much time they can take out of that schedule with 14, especially since they're doing that Return to Ivalice thing over there to make a new Tactics game on the Switch. But that leads me into my second wish list, also Final Fantasy related. I have 3 Final Fantasy wishes. My second Final Fantasy wish is FF14 on the Switch.
You know,
I
was just gonna say that'd be amazing because it'd be so good to have an MMO on the go.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah, because not only is it my personal opinion that RPGs in general are better
on the go,
like on a handheld. Yeah. You have that plus the console experience. You can take Final Fantasy 14 anywhere. In fact, not even Final Fantasy 14, like any MMO.
Yeah, it's like the point is it's an MMO that you're taking on the go. Like, you can go into Starbucks, connect to their Wi-Fi, do some crafting, do some gathering. You know, maybe do a little bit of I don't know, some dungeon or something. I don't know. The point is, it would be awesome, and I know that the Switch can handle it because inferior consoles can already handle Final Fantasy 14. PS3 is going to be dropped, and I think the Nintendo Switch would be a good replacement for the PS3.
It would.
Yeah. I think it would be very good. And it wouldn't, like, replace it graphically. It would be an improvement graphically. It would be on the same level as the PS4, in my opinion. So I'm hoping that that would happen. Yoshi P said he was in discussions, but nothing after that.
Yeah, the thing is, Nintendo's not very good at convincing other developers to join their platform. In fact, I heard I was reading an article. Randy Pitchford, the guy behind Borderlands.
Yeah.
He was actually in talks with Nintendo about getting Borderlands 3 on the Switch. And he said Nintendo just didn't do enough to convince us to put it on there. I don't know if it's
That's sad.
Yeah, Nintendo's just very weird about, like, loyalty.
Yeah, they like when Square left, they were like, never come back.
Pretty much.
Until this is a good segue into what my third and final Final Fantasy wish.
Your 3, it's like a genie. You get 3 Final Fantasy wishes. It's like,
genie, my final wish. I want a new Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles game on the Switch.
Really? I've actually never played a Crystal Chronicles game.
I've played a little bit of a couple. I never actually played the original, which is a shame. I want to play it, but that's a game that you need to play multiplayer to be fun. So
it was kind of inaccessible because on the GameCube, didn't you need like the Game Boy Advance thing?
Yeah, you kind of did. If I remember.
I actually had one of those.
I did play a couple of the DS games, and I really enjoyed. I didn't play this one, but I watched all of it. Was Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles: The Crystal Bears, which actually played a little bit more action adventure than RPG-ish. It was a lot of fun and it looked really cool. And I want a new Crystal Chronicles game because the world and music is amazing. And those are my 3 wishes. Now we can move on to your wishes, Luke.
Okay, do I only get 3?
No, I'll have more.
So my first 2, not 2 in general, but it kind of leads into my main home for the Switch is that people talk about like lack of third-party support, like they just can't get third-party support. That's kind of like a symptom of a much greater problem within Nintendo's history ever since the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Is that ever since the Nintendo 64, Nintendo's been what I like to call like a secondary system.
A little bit.
If you know what I'm talking
Unfortunately, yeah, that's kind of how it's been.
Like with alright, we're making a little timeline. NES pretty much had like a bid, like that was the go-to system.
It was the go-to.
They didn't have much
SNES.
competition. Yeah, they didn't have much competition. Yeah. With the Super Nintendo, there was competition with like Sega and Nintendo, but they were kind of like on equal grounds, kind of like what Xbox and PlayStation are now.
I would even say the SNES was edging over them.
It was apples and oranges. It was very much apples and oranges kind of thing.
And then we had N64 and PS1.
Like that's where it began to, where Nintendo started to become a secondary console, because that's when they were really losing that third-party support. Because
people were just going over to Sony because CDs.
Yeah, like their storage.
Yeah, which I think it's interesting now that we're going back to a cartridge again in the form of like a mini SD card game.
Yeah, so
which is really smart, in my opinion.
Yeah, so with the Nintendo 64, it became like a secondary console because people either had their main console was a PlayStation. They either had like a PlayStation and a Nintendo 64, or a Sega Saturn or Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
And with the GameCube, people either had a PS2 or a GameCube, or an Xbox or a GameCube, and then same thing with the Wii.
I just had a PS2.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Just the point is like ever since the Nintendo 64, like Nintendo hasn't been like,
they're not good at, I guess, convincing people, hey, you should get our console over like Sony's console, for example, because they just don't have the third-party games.
Like, you won't be satisfied with just having a Wii. You won't be satisfied with just having,
like, you want to have it because you want to play your Zelda, you want to play your Mario,
you want to play your Marios, your Zeldas, or Nintendos, but it doesn't give you that complete gaming experience like with the other consoles. So that's what I'm hoping for.
I also hope
for
that
the Switch,
they'll have better indie support.
Better indie support, and
they need to have better indie support. You need to have some quality control for indie games that they're going to put out. Yeah. Unlike Steam, for example, which I'm sure they'll be fine with. They need to have a consistent virtual console that carries over from the Wii U and 3DS.
Exactly.
That needs to happen.
I would like that.
Yeah, and Reggie said they were working on it, so
they know it. They know.
They know about it. They know that the demand is there, so they said that they're gonna try. But they better succeed.
Yeah, that kind of leads into my game list. One of my number one games I want for the Switch. Yep. Overwatch.
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
The reason being, if Overwatch was on the Switch, it would objectively be the best console.
Yeah.
Overwatch
because of motion control.
Yeah, because it will be portable. You can take Overwatch anywhere, and also because of the gyro. The gyro would emulate like mouse and keyboard so well.
Also, imagine if you could even if you were in a place where online wouldn't work, you could have local matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Imagine having like 8 switches around playing Overwatch.
That would be so cool.
That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow. Yeah, that would be really cool.
And you know what else I want? New Fallout game.
New Fallout game?
I love Fallout.
I know you do.
I love Fallout. I didn't like Fallout 4 that much, but I love Fallout.
You're a Fallout kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm a bit more towards Fallout than I am Elder Scrolls. But
I think I know why he didn't like Fallout 4. It's because Cody wasn't in the list of names for...
I wasn't. Codsworth did not. He did not say my name.
Yeah.
I put in Cody. He didn't say it.
He didn't say it. He didn't have it.
But you have Asdiff.
I know. I don't even think he had Luke. Did he have Luke?
Maybe.
I don't know. But the point is, he was unhappy about that, and that just soured his entire experience, unfortunately.
What else do I want? I want Monster Hunter. I want Monster Hunter on the Switch.
It'd be good. Oh yeah, Monster Hunter on the Switch, the HD, the wonders of what that would look like. Oh,
There could be 8-person hunts.
8-person hunts.
That'd be amazing.
That would be so cool. I had one other game I really wanted to see. Oh, I have one more Final Fantasy wish.
Oh, the genie already gave you the 3 wishes.
Oh no! I want them to port Final Fantasy IX Steam port onto the Switch because
you know you've listed everything except having a mainline Final Fantasy title on the Switch.
I wouldn't mind that, and it's not that I don't wish it. It's just that I don't think Square has.
Which hasn't happened since Final Fantasy VI.
I don't think Square has the guts. That's the thing.
To take Nintendo back.
They don't. Yeah, like.
Baby, come back.
I think Nintendo would take them back, but Square does not have the guts to make a not graphically wowing Final Fantasy game.
They just can't do it.
They can't take themselves out of the tech race, and it sucks. I want them to. I don't want their games to keep getting higher and higher poly hair. I don't care about the hair.
Look how many hair follicles we can put on Lightning.
Oh my gosh. Noctis's hair alone has as many polygons as Lightning herself.
Well, I said you can't even. I don't even. Jake, I don't even. You're taking a water break.
My wishes are over. Oh, and new Animal Crossing. I want new Animal Crossing.
That'd be good.
That's expected. I'm almost certain we'll get new Animal Crossing, so I'm not too worried about that. But those are my wishes, and I want the Switch.
So I want to kind of lead the discussion to
yeah.
Those are our wishes. Now I want to talk. What are some of your fears with the Nintendo Switch?
The stupid HD Rumble is gonna keep the price driving up to $300 forever, and nobody's gonna use the motion controls of the HD Rumble.
Yeah, I was trying to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Like at this point we thought Nintendo was done with motion controls, but they couldn't resist trying to make Lightning Strike twice with the Wii. It seems like they really want another Wii successor.
The only thing that's good about this is now we technically could get an HD remaster of Skyward Sword.
That'd be cool. Mm-hmm. And to be fair, in defense of those motion controls, it seems like they're not required to make games like the Wii was to the motion controls and like the Wii U was to the second screen. Now developers don't have to be crap, if we're gonna make this game for the Wii U, we have to have some stupid second screen thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
But now it's like the motion controls are extra
It's
tools.
optional. It's like how some games on the 3DS opt out of having a 3D game.
Yeah.
And also, Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, it's possible now too, HD.
They could do that.
In its beautiful 60 frames per second glory.
That might be why they included it, aside from having, taking the thing to parties with 1-2 Switch.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem isn't that they're there, it's that it's obvious that it's driving the price up so much. That's at least the $50 they could have shaved off there.
Yeah, and then also the whole thing with the controllers being $80. That's insane.
That's ludicrous. Both Joy-Cons are $80. The Pro controller is $70.
That's so much money.
The grip that comes with the system doesn't charge the Joy-Cons.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh, wow.
But if you want to buy one that charges it, I think it's $80 too.
So how do you charge your Joy-Cons?
You do it with a gamepad.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which I can live with, I guess, but my ideal gameplay style would be having the Pro controller for home and then having the Joy-Cons on the go.
Yeah. That'd be good.
And as I was saying, the HD Rumble, this that little Kinect thing with the camera, it's you could have easily shaved that off, maybe use that to bump the battery up or bump the graphics up,
I wouldn't mind still paying $300 without that if we had some other feature that was more convenient and not gimmicky.
I will say right now, 2 years from now, nobody's going to use the motion controls, and it shouldn't be technology that you're not using. You're paying for. It's remember with Xbox One it launched for $500 because they had to put the Kinects in there that always had Beyond.
Yeah.
And they backtracked on that so bad.
They did. Oh man, Nintendo, get it right. I think they will in the long run. I also think at some point we're probably gonna get another Switch that's kind of like the new Nintendo 3DS, but the new Switch.
So
an upgraded Switch.
Or I'm imagining that it'll be a slow start, much like
the 3DS.
The 3DS was a slow start, but it picked up as soon as it got Pokemon.
Switch needs to get Pokemon.
Once it has Pokemon, it's gonna sell like hotcakes. It's gonna
It's gonna be out there.
Everybody's gonna be having a Switch.
Pokemon and Overwatch on the same system.
I never thought.
Imagine the day. Imagine the day. That'd be so cool. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching our Swish list. Swish.
And when the Switch comes out, we're getting it day one, and we're gonna unbox it for you. We're gonna do like an overview, telling them.
It's gonna be so much fun.
So we want to hear from you. What do you think of it so far?
Yeah.
Like,
are you gonna get
time
it?
To stew.
Are you gonna get it right away? Or are you gonna get it later? Or are you not gonna get it at all? That's what I want to know. Or are you still undecided? That's possible.
Yeah, just there's some stuff we didn't even have a chance to talk about. We didn't even talk about like the whole online.
I know.
Controversy.
Yeah, that's a whole other shebang.
And we didn't even have time to talk about that. What do you think about it? We'll talk with you in the comments. We're looking forward to talking with you.
This is a very interesting topic, and I want to talk more about it. So yeah, see you in the comments, and thanks for watching.
Yeah, follow the doobly doos right here.
Oh yeah, the doobly doos.
And we're gonna be starting. I think at this point we already started Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
2.8.
Kingdom Hearts on my channel. We're doing what is it? Yeah, 0.8. Or I'm sorry, 0.2.
Who even knows anymore?
And the numbers.
To be honest, who even knows?
The numbers with Aqua is what we're doing. And then we're doing Kingdom Hearts 3 Dream Drop Distance.
We're doing the numbers with drop distances.
The numbers with drop distances and a bunch of keys and back covers and
something like that. Nobody knows anymore.
Bye everybody.
All right, see ya.
Later.